Hi everyone. Today I'd like to show you two classic Swiss divers that are readily available in the market today at similar price points, but distinct in their own ways. First off, we have the late model Seamaster Blue. This is a model that modernized the look of the Seamaster range by removing the classic wavy dial design from the previous generations and replacing it with a high gloss lacquer finish combined with glossy ceramic bezel and hints of silver printing and apply markers. Contrast that with the Tudor Black Bay Black with styling design cues directly influenced by the vintage Tudor dive watches of the past. The dial is a matte black with an eggshell-like texture to emulate dial aging, coupled with rose gold accents on the hands and the dial with gilt text. Cream-colored markers add warmth to the overall dial. I've done a separate review for this watch, which you can check out on the link on the screen or in the description below. Comparing the cases, the Omega definitely has a technical flair for detail over the Tudor. With twisted lugs, the many angular surfaces and beveled edges, and the overall case is finished in a combination of polished and brushed techniques. The overall tapering makes the watch look and feel thinner than it already is as well. The scalloped bezel also highlights the attention to detail, and the use of ceramic and laser etched numerals is a nice touch and completes the modern styling. In comparison, the Black Bay is quite simple in design, done with a matte case coupled with straight-edged mirror polished sides and created in a single rectangular monoblock design. It is a no-nonsense design with no fancy polishing techniques or case shaping or tapering. The bezel as well is quite standard looking, with the painted black and light grey indices very much in line with the heritage of the watch. That's not to say it's necessarily bad to be simple, as it has been purposely executed this way and has done a great job at that. The caseback as well is also quite a contrast, with the Omega featuring the deeply engraved sea monster, which is very detailed and features different polishes across the surface and makes it create depth in the engraving. The Tudor, on the other hand, is bare and quite utilitarian, to say the least, in keeping with its heritage, incorporating the familiar-looking oyster-style caseback, synonymous with Tudors and Rolexes. Size-wise, they are both 41mm in diameter, with the Seamaster slimmer at 12.5mm versus the Black Bay at 14.8. Also, you can see here the height of the Black Bay as well is 1 to 2mm thicker due to the protruding sapphire crystal which sticks out from the case, whereas the Seamaster crystal lies flush against the case and bezel. The AR coating as well is a touch above on the Seamaster, where at some angles the crystal totally disappears and you're left to admire the dial details without any reflection at all. The monoblock style case of the Tudor also makes it look and feel larger, as it doesn't taper like the Seamaster. The bracelets on both these divers derive their designs from the past, with the familiar fully brushed oyster style bracelet on the Black Bay, you can see here, versus the Seamaster's traditional 5-piece link with polished center links and also better articulation, which provides a nicer fit than the Tudor. although both bracelets fit quite well. I do like the clasp on the Black Bay a little bit more, however, as it feels slightly more luxurious with the solid click and release, which is really smooth. Contrast that with the Seamaster, where it feels slightly light and a bit more flimsy, even though it's slightly easier to open and close. The Seamaster as well comes with a diver extension, but no micro adjustments like the Tudor, which is definitely more practical on a day-to-day basis. Overall, these are both excellent choices for someone looking for a versatile everyday watch that suits mostly all occasions. Both bracelets are nice to wear and both easy to pair as well with NATOs, perlons, rubber or leather straps. It also depends on what you're after in terms of either a vintage or a modern style diver. However, for me, the details count, and I do like the shaping of the case on the Omega Seamaster, which fits slightly better on the wrist, and the attention to detail it has on the finishing over the Tudor Black Bay. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe for future videos.